So how do we ensure that the foods that we eat are safe? Well, it's an involved process where various people play important roles. Take beef, for instance. The people in the beef industry take food safety very seriously. It begins with beef farmers providing their cattle with appropriate feed and a clean environment. They are also dedicated to raising their animals with humane treatment practices. In raising their cattle, beef producers follow strict safety rules about what cattle can be fed. The Food and Drug Administration also has developed strict guidelines for the use of growth promotants, which are used to safely produce more of the lean beef that consumers demand while using fewer natural resources, like land and water. Strict guidelines are also in place for the use of antibiotics used to treat sick animals to make sure no remaining antibiotics are left in the animal at the time of harvest. Meat processing plants follow strict government regulations to eliminate or reduce dangerous bacteria so the meat is as safe as possible for people to eat. Plus, government inspectors are required to be there to make sure these safety rules are followed all the time. Once the meat is delivered to grocery stores or restaurants, the workers there also do their part to keep beef safe. One way is making sure that they keep meat at correct temperatures during storage and preparation. Another way is carefully training employees on how to safely handle and prepare beef in a clean environment, including cutting boards and knives. That way, grocery stores and restaurants do their part to make sure the beef you eat is the safest it can be. Can you guess who the final people in the food safety chain are? It's you and your family's job to make sure the beef you eat is safe too. One way is to always cook your beef to the proper temperature. For example, use a meat thermometer to make sure your ground meat is cooked to at least 160 degrees Fahrenheit. That will take care of any pesky bacteria. Another way is to prepare beef in a clean area using clean utensils, and wash your hands thoroughly before and after working with raw meat. Plus, wash food preparation surfaces and utensils immediately after cutting raw meats, and before preparing other foods to avoid cross-contamination. Also, make certain to store food properly, keeping cold foods cold and hot foods hot. You've learned that everyone in the food safety chain has a role and a responsibility to make sure the food we eat is safe. You are definitely part of this food safety chain, and you play an important role. And by working together, we have made the beef we eat the safest in the world.